In other news this evening, with inflation expected to climb even higher, a business executive's offering advice on how to weather these difficult times. Cleopatra Murphy has that.
Financial prudence is the message principle of Sumner Strategic Partners Edison Sumner is preaching amidst rising inflation globally and here at home. The International Monetary Fund is predicting that inflation in the Bahamas could peak at 7.3% this year, adding to the financial burden on already strained Bahamian pocketbooks. Sumner says avoid luxury spending and spend only on essentials like food, fuel, and electricity.
Putting money in the bank at this point, you may want to say you can try to save a few dollars in the bank, but for those who have the excess cash or liquidity in their bank accounts, I would say, don't just leave the money in the bank. Find prudent ways to invest that money in some investable instruments. Talk to an investment advisor and see where you might find some opportunity to invest your money rather than just having it sit in the bank and earning almost 0% interest on that money on deposit. So let's find ways that we can invest our money properly.
While Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis says government is exploring measures to mitigate against inflation and has already had success with one shipping company and talks about lowering the cost of freight on goods imported into the country, Sumner believes Bahamians may also have to reduce how much they previously purchased as inflation reduces consumer buying power.
We may have to now look at the loss of substitution, where, if you were used to purchasing a certain brand at a certain price before, now you might have to consider purchasing another brand that is maybe not as well known a brand that you were used to purchasing a lesser brand for less money. The quality might not be the same, but if it is a product that is considered a part of your essential breadbasket, then, we may have to make adjustments.
Sumner, who says prolonged inflation could possibly lead to staff cuts, says employees should make themselves indispensable.
If you're working, you're engaged in employment, do your best to remain employed. Do your best to bring and add value to your place of business. Make it difficult for anyone to terminate you because of the value you provide. Because right now, this is not the kind of time that anybody wants to lose a job, especially in these kinds of conditions and environment.
Sumner says coming out of Hurricane Dorian, Bahamians found themselves reliant on social assistance to provide the basics. Minister of Social Services and Urban Development, the Honorable Obi Wilchcombe, has admitted that due to inflation and existing economic woes, there was a nearly 50% increase in requests for social assistance in March alone. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.